Center, home of the Los Angeles Lakers. I'm Chris McGee. My partner's Big Game James Worthy, Allie Clifton, Mike Bresnahan will be working the room. And I must say, this is my favorite part of the show. I hope that doesn't hurt anybody's feelings, but it's facts. The greatest leadoff hitter in media day interviews is here. 21st season, prime time season, sixth year with the Lakers. LeBron James is here. Big Game smiling.
Of course, you know, we have to start it off the right way, and you know, my kids and my nieces and nephews are going to kill me for asking you this question, but this is your 21st season, and one of the things they wanted me to ask you was, 21, can you do something for me? Yeah, see, he knew.
Big Game. He knew. This is why we let your numbers on the wall. That's why we let you take over the show.
Nah, but they teased me to do that.
I love it.
I knew the
great opening.
I got
your back. I got your back.
LeBron, I was there for Game 4 to see your incredible efforts, and you left it all out on the floor, and then you went to the podium and you said, I have a lot to think about with the game of basketball. And for me, I personally thought for the first time, he's not going to be our leadoff hitter at Media Day forever. When did you know there would be a season 21?
I think the summer, you know, being around my boys once again, getting an opportunity to, you know, see Bronny continue to develop his game, and also being around Bryce, too, in his AAU circuit. You know, being with them, they always give me inspiration. And then, you know, and to be honest, if I want to keep it all the way real, the job that Coach Ham and Rob did with the acquisitions that we got coming in, that kind of inspired me too.
That made me come back.
Yeah, you know, I feel like, you know, we got a really good team. They did a great job in the summer of, you know, being able to re-sign some of the guys that we already had here with the camaraderie and the chemistry that we had, and then bringing on some younger, athletic guys that's really hungry. So I'm excited about that too. But, you know, definitely had to sit down with my family and talk about what's most important, obviously. And but the game of basketball still was still burning, you know, inside, and you know, I'm happy to be back for my 21st season.
You want me to go? Got it? Absolutely. All right, let's do it. Believe it or not, and you know this, you're a historian of the game, you're not the first to reach season 21. There are 5 others before you. So before we dive into that, a little trivia. Can you name the other 5?
5, Dirk, Kevin Garnett, Kevin Willis.
Ooh, yeah.
Ooh, that's good.
Robert Parrish.
Yep.
21.
And one made it 1 year longer.
Most recent.
Most
recent.
You know.
I know this?
Yes, you know this.
Vince Carter?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Vince Carter. Okay, yeah, Vince Carter. Okay.
His mind is sharp, ladies and gentlemen. It's still sharp. It was a good test, right?
The Parrish poll was nice, and the Willis poll.
So, obviously, you see the list right here, but you think about that, your mind is sharp, keeping up with the youth. How have you been able to do it?
I think it all starts with the mind, obviously. You know, the mind is controls everything, you know, and I think, you know, being able to just try to keep my mind fresh, and it allows my body to kind of falls after that, and then able to, you know, continue to step into the gym and continue to prepare myself for another season. I feel like I had a heck of a summer. Was able to get my foot back to where I was before the injury last year. Was able to recalibrate, get my mind back, you know, as far as my game and things of that nature. So feeling pretty good right now going into, you know, into training camp, you know, and obviously it's a process, and I want to continue to build up everything that I've been doing throughout the summer, but feel pretty good going into tomorrow.
You know, chemistry and cohesiveness doesn't happen overnight. It takes some months, sometimes years. You guys have developed that.
Yeah.
And, you know, what you came up with last year was, you know, none of us believe in moral victories or moral seasons, but I felt really optimistic about last year. Talk about what you gained from losing together.
One thing that we haven't had in quite a few seasons since I've been here is pretty much a returning team. You know, we've had a lot of turnover since our championship run in 2020, you know, and obviously the injuries kind of hit us bad after that 2020 season, you know, finishing in pretty much late August and then having to start right back up in December after the COVID year and the stoppage of the season, and then in the bubble, and then coming back 2 months later, it hit us pretty bad. And then that following season, we started to have a lot of turnover with acquisitions or whatever the case may be. I feel really good, like you just said, Big Game, because this is the first season that we've able to return a lot of our core. You know, myself, Rui, D'Lo, AD, AR, Vando, we've able to return these guys and then add some guys that's want to be a part of this too. So definitely damn sure not satisfied with the way we ended last year, but very optimistic about what we can carry on going into the season.
LeBron, it's pretty cool for us to now call you the all-time leading scorer in the history of the NBA. But now you're going into year 21, and this is going to be a historic season as well. Allie just showed you the numbers. Guys averaging 7 points when they get to that point. How do you wrap your mind around you're going up to 40K points, you're going up to 67,000 minutes, and this is going to be another historic season for you?
Yeah, I try to. I don't even think about it honestly until people make me think about it, where it's talked about every single day. Yeah, I've been able to just kind of stay focused on the job at hand, and my main focus on right now is how can we pick up where we left off, and I don't mean the loss. We just pick off where we left off as far as the chemistry, the camaraderie, how we were playing to finish off the season last year. And as the leader of the team, I have to make sure I demand that out of everybody, including myself, because I believe we can have a very special season. I think we had a very special end to the season after the trade deadline last year. But I've been a part of teams where from start to finish, we've had a special season, and I would like to try to duplicate that.
I have to ask this because I know it's one of your favorite narratives surrounding you, especially at this point of your career, playing time, of course. But you talked about the carryover from last season. You look at the roster, and we've talked about it a lot on our shows. There's only 2 guys 30 and above, one of which is 30, Anthony Davis, and then the other is the NBA's all-time leading scorer, you, at almost 39.
Yeah.
Just when you process that and you look at the season from a big picture standpoint, does the mind change in terms of what's going to be asked of you from a night-to-night basis and how you can prepare?
Yeah, I mean, there's a difference between what's going to be asked of me from the coaching staff and what's going to be asked of me of myself. So I demand excellence. I demand the most I can get out of myself every night. Now, I understand the coaching staff and the medical team is going to demand me sometimes. They'd be like, we have enough horses in the stable that you can kind of just, take a little pause here. But at the end of the day, just my demeanor and the way the reason I've gotten to this point is because of my mindset. And but I understand, like you just said, we have 2 guys over 30, myself and AD. AD's in his prime, and we have so many guys that can just play complementary basketball and can be a star on any given night. Obviously, we know what AR is capable of. We know what D'Lo is capable of. We know what Rui is capable of. And myself and AD, we're going to do what we need to do to make sure we keep everything going too. So I am looking forward to seeing on a night-to-night basis what we got in store.
We only have a couple more because time has come. So I got to ask you, did you see Jimmy Buckets this morning? did you see?
Yeah, I have a cell phone and I have social media, so it came across my feed. It came across my feed, yeah.
Your NFL picks, too. Like, if you're going to start going 11-2, I mean, we got to talk.
Yeah. I'm at 11-2 right now. I could go 12-2 depending on the Seahawks and Giants game today. Okay. I actually could have been 12-1, but I'm a diehard Browns fan.
You had to go with them.
I understand, like, my heart picked the Browns. My real knowledge of the game, understanding the circumstances with Deshaun Watson being out with the injuries, I definitely would have probably picked Baltimore, but I can't do that.
I feel like you love doing it, by the way. You love making these picks, right?
Yeah.
It's so much fun.
Yeah. I can't wait for next Sunday.
We can do NBA. We can do NFL with LeBron.
Yeah. We do it all.
He sees the future, by the way.
My man.
What's the kicks? Can we see the kicks?
Oh, the kicks right here?
What's the kicks? What do we got?
All right, just something light. Just some retro, some LeBron 10 lows championship pack.
10 lows.
Yeah.
10 lows championship pack.
Yeah.
By the way, I did have to say this before you go. This is crazy. When you entered the league, Allie knows what I'm going to go with. The babies that were being born are now drinking Lobos legally.
Yes, they are.
Yes,
they are. And we got to make sure that all the babies that was born in 2003 when I came into the league get to your local liquor store.
As soon as you turn
go online and Lobos and get you some of that shells. Get ready for the holidays. It's coming up in a couple months.
That was my favorite stat.
Yeah, all of that.
That's a hell of a stat right there.
Right? Paris 2024. Will we see
you're going to do that while he's leaving?
Will we see
GM/player?
I do not like the way how we finished this summer. So we'll see.
Good
I'm
job,
excited
Al.
about it, though.
Good job.
Gotta.
It's not going to be as much fun, but you gotta go. You know that, right?
You guys know I don't want to go to the rest of the media day today. You guys do this to me every year. You make me come here first.
Lead off.
It's like eating dessert first, and now I gotta.
That's right.
Yeah, I gotta go deal with the other people. But love you guys.
All right, brother.
Yes, sir. Absolutely. You guys are
Let's
awesome.
go get 'em.
Yes, sir.
I hope we see him at next year's leadoff, but let's not. We know we can't.
It's not.
Right? 21 years, big game, James.
Yeah, amazing. We've never seen anything like it.